Have you ever watched a TV programme called Your Home Made Perfect? I hadn't until very recently, and I'm not a big TV watcher, but Bede recommended it to me, and I sat down and watched it one evening, and then I was hooked. So if you've not watched it, then the premise of the programme is that a couple of people, family, whatever, living in a home that has been designed probably quite badly, or they've been ad hoc kind of extensions, and their home has got to the point of being really difficult to live in. Small spaces, having to walk through certain rooms to get to another room, just not well planned out. And the couple or the family have got ideas of how they'd like the house to be, and usually they are on opposite sides of the spectrum. One of them wants closed, intimate spaces, the other one wants the whole thing open plan and modern, or whatever it is. Somebody doesn't want to extend into the garden, somebody else does. And you can see in the conversation that they're having that it's putting a real strain on their relationship. They can't imagine ever it not being like that. You hear it all the time in all the episodes that I've now watched. And then in come two architects. They walk through the house. They then go away and design their own ideas for how the house could look according to the brief from the clients. And then, so before anything is done, they get to, the people that live in the house get to see it with VR, virtual reality goggles on. So they literally get to virtually walk through their new home. And it's quite phenomenal, really, the creativity of the architects and how they've been able to listen to both parties, if you like, of the couple, and come up with something that just seems to fit. And it's amazing. Anyway, watching it the other evening, I just had a moment of realization that it's a great metaphor for life. It's a great metaphor for when we are stuck in our thinking, that we can't imagine things ever being different. This isn't just if you're struggling with an eating disorder or caring for someone that is. This is life. Whether it's stuck in a job or a relationship that we just feel, well, this is just the way it is. My imagination doesn't stretch that far to be able to see that something else is possible beyond this. And I've been in that position so many times in my life. Just almost a resignation that this is how it's going to be, and a frustration about my acknowledgement, excuse me, my acknowledgement of that resignation, if you like. And I hear it so many times with the clients that I'm working with and that Bee's working with. This, I just can't see how they're going to get better. I just can't see how I'm going to get better. I just feel that this is it. And the work that Bee and I do and what we lead with is that recovery is possible for everyone, is in a way the role of the architects in the TV programme. It's to show you that something else is possible, to show you and to point you to seeing something completely different, seeing something that you never thought was possible, the giving of hope to you and to the person that you're caring for. And we know that full recovery is possible. And that's whatever you're going through. Okay? So you may be really struggling in a job right now, but you just feel, you look out there and you think, well, I'm never going to get a job, or I need to do these extra qualifications, or so we're looking through that lens. Whereas there is this broader picture. It's almost like, imagine a horse that's got, in the UK we call them blinkers, And in the US, I know they're called blinders, where, and this is particularly for police horses, where they restrict their vision so that they can only see in this way. And it feels like so often, innocently, we are going through life with these blinkers on, that we are restricting our own vision. Whereas when we take them off, we can see all around us, all right? All of that is possible. And that's, you know, what I'd love to say is trust that. Even though right now, what you're going through looks like truth, and you're feeling that, you can't imagine what life is like when you're not struggling. But we know, and I know from experience, and B knows from experience, and so many people know that once we take these blinkers off, there is a whole life out there waiting, and a whole new adventure. And we can't even imagine the possibilities that are out there, because we're acting like the couple who are fighting over the house that they're living in, that they can't imagine how it could be different. And then they're shown something different. And it's like they say, oh, that makes complete sense. Why didn't I think of that? We just take that wall down and everything changes. So it's the same for us. It's the same for us. I don't know whether you found that helpful. I hope so. Please do come back, leave a comment if you found that helpful, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.